Hello and welcome to the EEPROM 9. What we have here is a review of Project Todd. A very interesting project, this one, because I didn't start this particular model off. This particular model is Todd, known as Dalmation, RCP Dalmation. He runs on a combo power, which is quite a unique system for this particular type of model, which is solar and of course battery input. The power consumption is relatively high, as it is on a lot of these projects, but they can survive quite a while without it, but it's not good for them to not provide them with sustenance every day. Now, I say I didn't start this one off, I have only really modified it over the years, because he didn't spend his first year with us, and he wasn't treated very well in his first year, so we basically rescued him, and I've worked on him ever since, often adding in firmware improvements here and there. The guard dog firmware improvement failed horribly. I was working on firmware up until recently when, well, this particular unit uses a unique interface cable for the firmware, and he ate it, so there's no modifying the firmware anymore. He ate that a few years ago actually now. Uses pretty high, reasonable quality cameras for vision, and including specialist custom smell units that I have not had to do anything with. The right audio input is faulty and does not work in the slightest. The left works a treat and has responded greatly to tuning over the years. But I have tried numerous times to repair the faulty audio input and failed. It's just too complex of a problem. You'd basically have to rebuild the whole audio input unit, and that is far too complex, even for the very advanced constructor of one of these models. Now, because I didn't design him from the beginning, I've only run modifications. I don't know the full specs or have the full tech sheets. His CPU is an ARM, a variant of ARM that is, a specialist custom unit with external EPU, emotional processing unit, which allows full processing of emotions. Also including is a load of advanced British built sensory systems throughout the whole unit to provide optimum sensor performance. Now, RAM, there's a good few gigabytes in there to provide real-time storage of everything going on around, and also a good few hundred terabytes of long-term memory, providing more than the life's worth of these particular models of 12 years average, providing loads of memory so they pretty much remember their entire lives. Now, sadly, because this unit's getting old now, he's starting to get the odd fault popping up in the odd dodgy lumps appearing of rust, and also there is a problem within the back spinal unit of the unit. It looks like he's going out to sunbathe, and that is the case, or just standing there, heard something probably. Now, the unit is rather interesting. There we go, sunbathing. Sunbathing and enjoying the fun. Balance is achieved through one of these, a tail as they're known. Also an exhaust output there that we won't go into for exhausting waste. Now, power input is the sun, which he likes to charge quite regularly every time it's sunny. And also there's the specialist pedigree batteries, and other things also can consume standard food, and they must be provided with coolant. Standard water does the trick, nothing fancy there or expensive. Now, I have tried to get this thing talking in a human-based language, but it still talks in its native machine code of like that, as demonstrated, and will make a heck of a racket by doing that whenever something knocks on the front door or post comes through the post box. Now, these are units you have to commit to. In other words, you've got a minimum of about 12 years of committing to running one of these things, and one must not deviate on that. So unless you're willing to put that commitment in, it would be wise not to get one. The units do provide a lot of love and care back, and will always be there for you. And this particular unit is a remarkable unit, capable of just loads of love back. And I have love him. Lots and lots. This particular rod is male, which can be indicated by, well, down there. You don't need to see. They are, I would post full technical specifications, but as I said earlier, I don't have them. This particular unit is interesting. The materials are interesting because, well, they come with standard sort of specialist materials. I have done modifications using various bits of scrap from bits of computer mostly, but radios and televisions have been included here, there and everywhere. My computer interface, though, is gone, so there isn't much chance of upgrading through standard means. It just has to do it through its own. But as a machine, beautiful. Absolutely marvellous construction and engineering. It does have its faults, but that's normal. Preferably the hearing here. But other than that, lovely. I wouldn't change him for any else model in the world. He's gorgeous. And then I love him. And he's lovely and soft, and he needs a bath. Yes, we should more regularly wash this unit, but we don't. But we'll leave him sunbathing, and we'll call it a day there, so thanks for watching the review of the dog. A rather random thing, but it was promised, well, sort of. Anyway, thanks for watching.